Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to Waffles RC. That's right, working on this boat thing. For anybody who's new here, I'm trying to make an RC boat out of metal. So it's already sank twice, and it's probably going to do that a couple more times. Hopefully not, because I have come up with an idea. Is it going to work? Have no idea. So the idea that I have come up with is the same pontoons as you guys saw last week, except I made a big box. It's hollow. I made it adjustable for right now. So I'm going to go see if this will even float at all. So come along for the ride while we try to get this to be a boat. And if it doesn't, I do have a backup plan. But well, that's the emergency backup plan. I want to make it out of metal. So let's see if it floats. Here's hoping. I'm tired of this thing sinking. Oh, it floats, as you can see. I got a slight leak, but we can work with that. All right. Leaks we can work with. Now height set a little bit better. The extra weight that we're going to put on it, we have a boat that floats. Well, it's partially sinking, but it floats. So we are finally making progress. Now I have the proven concept that it will float. So the next thing to do now, in all reality, is build my cabin or cab, or whatever you want to call it. Cabin is the proper term, and add the weight that I think this thing is going to have. So the reason for that is so that while this centerpiece is still adjustable, build the stuff for the top, and then put it back in our flotation testing facility and adjust this to where it floats just correctly. So let's get to work. Oh, I'm so happy it floats. So as you can see, I have 4 panels. That is going to make up the 4 walls of our cabin. Now, to keep for the scale points, because that's what we're going for here, a giant metal pontoon boat that's actually built more like a barge, scale points, got to go for them. So what we need is to cut some windows on 2 of them for the sides, and then little walk-through doors for the front. I don't exactly know how I'm going to lay these out, but when I figure that out, you guys will know as well. And then none of this will be openable, so it's not, full scale points. But I do have the plexiglass, which I will just stick onto the back of this and probably put tint on it just so it looks like it. But I think this is a good start, so let me cut some doors and windows out and hope it comes out good. That was a lot of work, but we got them all cleaned up. We did all this for 1, scale points. 2, cutting holes in this makes it lighter. So this is our front, this is the back, this is the right side with the window for the toilet area, and then this is the left side with just one window for the front area. So now I have to somehow magically, doing sheet metal and not warping these too much, weld them into a square. This will be interesting. Okay, now I need my third arm to weld this. Maybe. I slightly caught my thumb on fire, but that is fine. We don't need that where we're going. Good enough. Close enough to a square. I like that. That was almost me on fire again. Is that really a square? It kind of depends on what your definition of a square is, but it's close. Yeah, the loose definition of a square. But there we go. Now I'm going to spend the next eternity spot welding without warping this. That'll be fun. See you guys in a minute. Here's our cabin. Couple of notes if you are using this as a how-to guide, which I suggest that you don't. When you're welding sheet metal like this, remember, short spot welds and spread out your heat. So I did like 1.5 inches on this corner and this corner, then just I spread it out so that way it wouldn't warp the metal, especially when you have a bunch of holes in it. So just a little quick tip right there. Now I need to get this on there, which you can't see. Maybe. Need to get this on the pontoons to figure out where I want to place it, then do a deck and a roof, and then kind of go from there. This is all guessing. I've never built a boat before. I highly doubt anybody's built a cabin pontoon boat out of sheet metal, but we will persevere and we're gonna make this work. So let's get the pontoon, see what's really going on here. Okay, this is kind of what I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit further forward like that. I'm going to cut out a piece for the front deck. These pieces right here, those are literally just holding the pontoons where I want them, so they'll be coming off. So I will cut a piece for here, a piece for here, and then probably, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to be able to get into stuff. Don't really know how exactly I'm gonna do that. Do I make the whole cab piece removable? Or do I make just the roof removable? I am at a loss, so I need to think. And I need to fix that because that's bugging me. Like usual, I got carried away. But we have top deck. This still needs some support, like I did this, but I'm out of material. I have the center section back in because we're gonna go see if it floats again. Try to get that center section adjusted so that I know exactly where it needs to be for the amount of weight that I just put on it. So let's go see. Okay.
She floats.
Well, okay, and this is why I brought it in here.
She leaks.
Yeah, it's got a little leak, but you know, stuff happens.
Fixable. Does she float? Why is she so tippy? Too tall?
It's top heavy. I mean, once it sinks, it's pretty level. Let's do it without the clamps. And once again, minus the sinking part. I mean, it's floating.
She floats!
Some adjustments are necessary.
Listen, she floats.
I still have to put a motor in the back, but I also have to put stuff on the front. Sadly, it's more stable. And it's filling up with water, so I mean, once it's not filling up with water, I say it's pretty dang good.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. See, if you persevere and think about it for a week and a half, you can usually find something that works.
Please don't mess up my tub.
Sorry. Okay, so it floats, we know that. Still got some work to do, but we're on the right track. I may have to put some more of this 1.5 inch below it. Ooh, I still have some actually, just to help with ballast, but that'll add more weight. Don't know if I want to add more weight. I do still have a motor, it's got to go back here. And of course, looking at it now, I'm not going to have reverse, but that's a problem for another time. Alright guys, that is the boat for now. I realize that the centerpiece is the whole major part of the flotation device, and that this thing is quite top heavy. So I'm going to leave this exactly like this. I'm not going to weld it in yet. I was thinking about it, but I realized I need to have all the weight on this thing. So batteries, deck, the fun stuff that's going on the deck. I'm not going to go any higher than this. So we'll limit the amount of stuff up top. We'll get some more weight down on the bottom of this. Hopefully that will help it. I got to get the motor, which I have. It's just at work. I don't know if I said that yet. So I'll get it from work, and then I'll cut this thing down. I'm going to put silicone on the insides of all these seams, all the places that I welded. I still need to put a little bow basically on the front, and I need to see if there's a way, some way with the back of this thing to angle it like that, because right now with it flat, if I put the motor in reverse, it's just going to go against it and it won't go in reverse. So it's going to make it very difficult to get it onto the trailer. We have some work to do yet still. I'm also waiting for some final pieces on the new mud truck, so that's temporarily on hold until that stuff comes in. because I need that stuff to complete it entirely. So from the Waffles shipyard, where we make boats now apparently, that's going to be it for this week. Oh, if you stayed till the end, you know what time it is. We're going to weigh it. Come here, you bugger. As you can see, it is zeroed out. Oh my goodness. So it is 10 pounds, 2 ounces. So basically all that means is that my boat is heavier than most people's RC cars, their crawlers at least, by a significant amount. And I'm hoping to keep it under 15. That's kind of the goal. I'm sure a lot of people out there are all just jaw dropped right now because I said under 15 pounds for an RC boat that's only 30 inches long. But that's what we're going to do. We make stuff out of steel here. So we do what we can to keep it light. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you'd like to get some merch, we got hats, we got shirts. I'm not wearing one. I need to get some more. Got coffee mugs, some stickers. The 3-inch stickers are the best ones for RCs, for the windshields. If you pause and zoom in, you can see that's on the Jeep. That's the size of it. All the proceeds from that just go straight back into these builds and is greatly appreciated. So thank you all very much. Sorry for the short episode, and we will see you next week when hopefully this thing will move in the tub if I don't get yelled at again.